basically it was like two parts. I was super not on time. My arm was very, very late. So by the time my left foot would hit the ground, like in my delivery, my right arm would be like super late, like down here. Um, Not ideal, not where you want to be. It's harder to be consistent. You're putting yourself in more risk for injury, like a bunch of bad stuff. That was clear as day, like watching video. So one of the things, like, how do we get my arm to be on time? I'm the type of guy where like I take the ball out of my glove pretty late in my delivery. And when I take it out early, it feels super weird. And it's just like, I could try and make that adjustment, try and just take the ball out earlier, get my arm going earlier. But after so many years of like doing it a certain way, like it would feel just so different and so strange. Um, it's like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's like having like one motion of like what your arm's doing while like your hips and your legs and everything else is like doing another motion at the same time. If they're synced up a certain way for so long, it's hard to change that. So kind of decided on, well, I don't want to like take my, I don't want to like take the ball out earlier and try to make that adjustment. So why don't we just shorten the arm action altogether? I don't have to worry about like the timing of anything. I just do what feels natural, but my arm is just going to be shorter, like quicker up to the ear, essentially. Um, so, so we got to work on that. That was definitely with the help of the plyo care balls, like the driveline program. Forget what the exercise called, like reverse throws, pivot picks, that kind of stuff. Um, Honestly, it started with like throwing like one of those heavy ones. When I did it with the long arm action, it hurt. I threw the ball. I was like, oh God, that felt terrible. And then when I shortened up and I thought like, okay, be more athletic, kind of be like a shortstop, middle infielder type, it felt good. It's like, okay, that felt good throwing this ball against the wall. So just stuck with that. And then once I picked up a baseball, kind of the same process, same thought process, like be short, be quick, be athletic. Let my legs kind of guide me in the direction I want to go and just, fire the ball quick. And I wasn't really planning on like making my arm super short. I just wanted to clean some stuff up, but it felt really, really good. Like I could tell the ball was just coming out of my hand the way I wanted it to, right in the beginning of the throwing program. So we pretty much just stuck with that. I've kind of tapered off using the plyo care balls as much as I was, just because they do have that ability to increase external rotation in your shoulder a lot. And I already have a lot of external rotation, so I don't want to go crazy with it. But super helpful tool for kind of cleaning up my timing with my arm action. And then the core velocity belt, I love that thing. That was pretty much figuring out how to get into my legs better and start driving down the mound instead of like falling down the mound. I was at a point where my like lower half mechanics were so messed up. I was like, lifting my left leg out of the windup, like lifting the left leg and then kind of swinging gate open, falling down, landing on my heel super hard, a lot of recoil in my throwing. Yeah. So I was kind of, that's like where my mechanics were at that point. It was a mess. And putting on the core velo belt immediately gave me that like kinesthetic feel I was looking for of like, oh, so like that's how you get into your right glute. That's how you like drive down the mound. I've had coaches telling me for years, like load into that back hip and drive down the mound. I just could never equate like seeing it on video, hearing it from a coach, to like actually feeling it myself. And the core velocity belt, like as soon as I put that thing on, it was like, oh, okay, like that's what I'm supposed to feel. And so, that's another tool that I use to this day. Kind of expanded the amount of stuff I do with it. Like in the very beginning, I was pretty much just doing dry mechanics. So like one of the cords kind of pulling me and getting my hip into the position I wanted it to. Um, but now I use it for a lot of different things. So yeah, it's pretty much like the origin story, I guess.